Hi there, I'm John of John's Carnivorous Plants, and this is my indoor nursery. Today, this is going to be the first of my rant series of videos, where I just uncut rant to the camera about a particular topic and let you guys know my thoughts and whatnot. Sometimes editing and, planning all kinds of other parts of the videos and the shots and all of that, it's very time consuming and requires a lot of effort that I know some of you might not have any idea that even exist. So I'm going to start doing a series of these kind of rants where I talk to you guys more directly about a particular topic and just let it free flow from my mind. Might be a little messy and a little scattered or whatnot, but I got a little set of notes here to keep me on track, on track for whatever topic I'm trying to talk about. Today, I want to go into why I do not sell Venus Flytraps or Sarracenia. And this is more of a business-oriented rant, which they're going to get sprinkled in here with the other more plant-oriented information. But this one gives you more of an idea of as a business owner myself, how am I planning what I offer and how I operate. And I think you guys could find it a little bit insightful. So, Venus flytraps and Sarracenia require an immense amount of time to grow. So I might have these beautiful mature Sarracenia specimens over here, but to get to that size, you're looking at, on the absolute quick end, 2 to 3 years, more likely 3 to 5. And because of that, I don't really at the time have space to really grow them out for that long. The few I have right here, I've had over the years, and I've gotten some seeds and stuff here and there just because, yes, I love Sarracenia or I love Venus flytraps. Oh, half my lighting went off. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Joys of recording at night. Any rate, so I love these plants, but the facts of the matter are you can get them for $5 to $10 at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, etc., the big box stores. And my other online competitors and whatnot, generally speaking, have a much larger selection of cultivars and in the case of Sarracenia, more species and cultivars than I do. And frankly, I love Pediolaris, Sundews, and Biblis more. So, well, not even just Biblis, but predominantly Utricularia, Drosera, Pinguicula, etc. More so than I do these plants. So generally it's where my focus goes. It's not to say I don't like them or don't find them interesting. It's just I don't find them interesting enough to fill out multiple trays in this room with them. And given where they are right now in value, I just probably couldn't sustain my business if I was growing them all indoors. So, excuse me. This brings us to the next thing. So actually, I just rolled 1 and 2 together. It was actually the time it takes to get them to maturity and that they sell you generally for $5 to $20. And these last few, very interesting. I'm actually under a quarantine for spotted lanternfly and Japanese beetle. I cannot grow plants outdoors and sell them potted. I would love to sell potted plants of Sarracenia and Venus flytraps and grow in the big field I have available to me. But currently, I cannot do that. And you might notice that for some of the East Coast nurseries, you'll notice that they can't send some of their stock to certain areas of the country, and it's generally because of quarantines. Everything in here is certified, and I have permits to basically prove that, yes, I am taking every precaution physically possible to prevent any of those kind of pests from ever getting into this collection to begin with, or to eventually be sent across the country and get rigorously inspected and tested multiple times throughout the year. So it's a rather interesting process to go through. I do it because I like to have the peace of mind that, I'm not harming the environment whenever I'm sending anything to people, or harming our agriculture or any kind of local economy. But outside of that, it proves a little bit more difficult, because one of the next steps is I'm going to have to build a very specialized greenhouse that has very special netting and all kinds of different regulations to comply with those quarantines to be able to start offering more plants. Now, in the future, I might be able to offer them bare root, and that is an option I am weighing, but I don't particularly like sending a plant bare root and then just a pot on the side, like, oh, hey, pot it up yourself. I like already having the plant established, healthy, happy, and growing. So to me, I wouldn't be able to live up to the same standard. I know I'm hypocritical because I send my pings bare root, but honestly, if I sent them potted back about 5-6 years ago, whenever I was sending them potted, they were getting destroyed. So I'd much rather them get to people alive. So it's just a very interesting calculation of, what space I have available, what I'm able to offer as a business versus what I personally enjoy. So mine are all going to end up going outside in the next few days. And the reason being, I'm going to make more space for the plants that I can sell potted, and frankly, they sell more frequently and make me more money. That's why I do this, is because, honestly, thanks to everyone out there who supports me and my business, but it's what, allows me to keep doing these YouTube videos and spending all of the time and effort into, cultivating these plants. I actually have no other job outside of that, so I have to make this as economically viable as possible for me. And like I said, the next step is a very specialized kind of greenhouse that is going to be kind of costly. So I got to pinch those pennies. And as we're late enough in the video, most of the other people who have, stopped digesting the talk about economics have, flown off by now. So now we're getting to the meat and potatoes, people. To be honest, most of my stock and whatnot, with the buy two get one 50% off that I've been running, that third plant, you're getting very close to at cost from me. So essentially, that's almost as cheap as I can sell them. So it's not like I'm trying to make out hand over fist on anyone over here, or trying to live exuberantly with like $100,000 a year lifestyle. I would like to make, a decent bit more than what I am. But the only way I'm going to do that is by getting to a greenhouse. And getting to a greenhouse is not going to happen if I have to wait 3 to 5 years for, sellable size Sarracenia that I could divide out whenever, every year. This is my ultimate point of, yeah, I can get Mother Sarracenia outside, but my Mother Helianthera, that's easily 5 to 7 of the large divisions I would sell on my website. And this is, my mother regenerates it pretty much every 6 to 8 months. Versus the Sarracenia, I'd only be able to divide usually once a year, maybe twice if I was lucky, if I was pushing them inside. And even then, the value just isn't there. The Helianthera makes sense because of how expensive Helianthera tend to be, but also there's the razor's edge of they're way more sensitive than the Sarracenia. So there's a little bit of a skill component involved, which that's why they cost so much, is that generally speaking, not many people can maintain them for very long or in a very healthy or beautiful shape. So This is the first of the economic, style rants, and I know it's not, as informative as I would like, but I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Happy growing, and thank you.